Okay, we're going to try and trace this function here, Rowan rules lots. Takes a single argument, how many. You'll notice over here, this is where I'm keeping track of what I'm tracing. And we've got my command area where we keep any global variables that we have. So that would be the variables that we type in down here. And then I've also got this output area, which is where we'll see what gets printed. Okay, so as we're starting, we haven't actually made any variables out here. If I wanted to make a variable and say something like x gets 5, then we would end up with a new variable that's in our global variable area. The name is x. The type we figure is an integer because 5 is an integer and the value is 5. And then, of course, if I say x gets 3, then we look around, we say, oh, I've already got something called x, I'm going to change that to 3. Okay? So if we start to run the Rowan rules function, so we type Rowan rules, and then we hit the parentheses, and then we hit enter, as soon as we do that, we get a new area that pops up. It's kind of like scrap paper for our functions. So you got to pretend I've hit enter here because I don't want anything to happen yet. And the function name is Rowan rules, and it doesn't have any arguments, any inputs in the parentheses, so we just start running it. And we run it by doing every line one at a time. So it says print Rowan rules. So we evaluate what's in the print. We say, oh, that's a string, a thing to print, so we just print it. So in our output area, the system would write, let me just change the font on this so that it's a little bit more readable. Well, I can fit more. So the system would print Rowan rules, and then the 3 exclamation points. There's no comma at the end, so we hit enter. And then we get to the next line of code. It says print CS is cool. So it would print CS is cool. 1, 2, 3. No commas, so we ended up on the next line. And then we hit the end of the function, right? It kind of outdents. There's no more. If you look down, there's the next function with it. Sorry, if you look down in here with the next function, there's a new def down here somewhere. So we're done the function. As soon as we finish the function, that scrap paper that we had goes away. It's gone. We've thrown it out. Okay. Sometimes I'll hit delete. Sometimes I'll just do that. But it's gone. If we want to write this function again, sorry, if we want to run, so if I hit enter, of course, you'll see, oops, I didn't load it. Tisk, tisk to me. All right, let's load. There's the program. If I run Rowan rules after loading it, you see it does what I said it does. Now, if we wanted to run Rowan rules again, as soon as I hit enter, the system is going to make a brand new box and brand new piece of scrap paper for the Rowan rules. The old one's gone. That's crossed out. And we're going to just run it again line by line. It says print Rowan rules. So on my output window, we're going to print Rowan rules. And then it says print CS is cool. Oops, lowercase c. And we're done the function. Since we're done the function, cross out that piece of scrap paper. Oops, if I actually. There we go. All right, so it's crossed out. So there we go. We traced a very simple function.